Here we are, game 2 between Team Spirit and NaVi. NaVi taking game 1. We get right into the draft of game 2. Team Spirit now on the Radiant, NaVi on the Dire side. And take a look at the draft. Ancient Apparition CK picked up by Team Spirit. Pretty classic combination between these two heroes. CK Reality Rift with the Chaos Bolt into the Ice Blast. It's an easy 1-2 punch for the side of Team Spirit that they're probably planning on hitting every single time come the mid-game. For the side of NaVi, Bane and the Medusa picked up. So we'll see if this is Crystallized Medusa over in the safe lane. I think we saw Crystallized play it once before.
10 seconds.
So we'll have to see how NaVi want to play this with the draft going on a little bit longer. Clockwork banned out by Team Spirit first for obvious reasons, as General was very effective with it in game 1. Then they banned out the Tiny Enchantress, Earth Spirit, and Brood. For the side of NaVi, Winter Wyvern, Shadow Demon, Brewmaster, and the Phantom Lancer. And that Phantom Lancer, of course, because they picked up the Medusa. So let's see what they want to do with these heroes. Bane going to be played by LeBron Dota. Wonder if the Cavs appreciate that. Tinker banned out by NaVi, and there's the Nyx Assassin in the 4 spot for Team Spirit. Or most likely in the 4 spot. Can't really say definites like that. But Nyx Assassin opens up the field for Team Spirit to work with these Ice Blasts. You know, you get that Vendetta. You're that Mobile Observer Ward. You get the Ice Blast thrown, then you hit, you stun, and throw the Ice Blast on top. You have some long-range kill potential for Team Spirit. What that kind of makes me think, too, is, like, if you have a global presence like that, maybe they want to go to the Storm Spirit over mid where they can work with this global presence. And NaVi over to the Chen. So Chen, Bane, Medusa, Team Spirit, they go to the Weaver. So is this another position for CK? Is this an off-lane Nyx with Weaver in the safe lane? Definitely have to see which way the side of Team Spirit's going with this lineup so far.
5 seconds remaining. Welcome back, landlubber.
And NaVi going into this 4th pick. It will be Night Stalker. So, Night Stalker, Chen, Medusa, Bane. Probably, Roger on the Chen, General on the Night Stalker, LeBron on the Bane with Crystallize on the Medusa. Seems to be a very interesting combination coming out from NaVi, as well as Team Spirit. Seeing a couple of these heroes in positions maybe that we're not accustomed to seeing recently. Especially if that is, in fact, a CK in the 4 position again. After you've seen CK in this safe lane many a time, it does look as though it's possibly in the 4 spot once again. We'll also have to see if that Medusa is safe lane or mid Medusa, but they banned the DK thinking that it is safe lane Medusa. NaVi looking for this last ban, but it's kind of hard to ban, questioning where Team Spirit's going to go with all these heroes because of the fact that just the last game you played CK over in the 4 spot, so you don't know if that's safe lane CK or 4 spot CK. I guess against the Medusa, you'd want that to be a 4 position CK where your illusions don't really matter as much in a 4 position. If you were a carry, your Phantasm matters a lot. Against the Medusa, it's not going to do as hot.
Turn to pick.
They ban out the OD. So last picks for both sides. NaVi coming in this last pick. See if this is, in fact, a Dendi hero coming out next, and Medusa played by Crystallize, or it could be a mid-Medusa, and Crystallize yet to get a hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see. NaVi, if they go over mid, got Medusa, Chen, Night Stalker, Bane. Could see mobility, could go Queen of Pain.
Radiant's turn to pick.
They go to the SF. So SF, Medusa, Night Stalker, Chen, Bane. Not a bad combination. Long range with the Night Stalker. Got that Void. You've got the Crippling Fear as well as Hunter in the Night. You usually get 1/1/1 in 3 levels before the first night. Then you roam over.
5 seconds remaining.
Possibly working very early towards this aggression for NaVi. But that also depends. Like, is this going to be an offlane Night Stalker where you're able to roam as such? You've got Chen and Bane, which is a nice combination for you. You grab a Creep that ensnares, as well as the Brain Sap and the Enfeeble. You just have enough to help out your cores to get these kills, and it could be Chen and Bane working with the Night Stalker. They probably go help the Medusa first, then head over with the Night Stalker, but they could stick around and get Medusa a lot of kills in that safe lane as well, especially with the right creeps for Chen. So last pick here for Team Spirit. OG banned out by NaVi, so they're thinking that it is going to be a mid leftover for Team Spirit. I think I would assume that means either CK in the safe lane, Weaver. It could be Weaver in the off lane, CK in the safe lane. Could be Weaver safe lane, Nyx off lane, Chaos Knight 4. Definitely very open draft for the side of Team Spirit to work with. And we'll have to see how they round it out and who picks up what to get a better idea on who's on what and what's on where. Death Prophet's still available for that mid. Wouldn't be surprised to see that up against the Shadow Fiend. That's a classic combination that DP does well with. Just 6 seconds left. I'm going to stick with Death Prophet being my call for the mid hero here for Team Spirit. But Venomancer, okay. So Venomancer, Weaver, Nyx, Chaos Knight, Ancient Apparition, and... okay. FNG on the 5 position, Ancient Apparition. 4 position, Nyx. Offlane, Venomancer. ILTW was safe lane last game. We'll see if he's safely in this game with Illidan on the CK, who we saw play CK yesterday against Gambit. And he did really well. And then ILTW on the Weaver. So it could be a mid-Weaver, Dendi on the Shadow Fiend, General offlane with the Night Stalker, Roger on the Chen, Crystallize with that Medusa, and LeBron Dota on the Bane. So we'll get ready for this game too. NaVi have themselves a 1-0 lead coming in. The lanes, we'll see if they do have Illidan going to the safe lane. It does look as though he's heading down there. So Biver, FNG, and Illidan. You've got obviously that early chilling touch to help Illidan. Maybe go Reality Rift first, because you'll have Biver here to work with the Impale if he picks that up first. So you'll have a stun. You'll have the Reality Rift for the minus armor, as well as the Chilling Touch to get that extra damage early. I wouldn't be surprised to see First Blood here for Team Spirit, and it does look as though they're going to be aggressive with that early smoke. Over there right now is Dendi. They're wrapping all the way around. Going to be a 3-on-3 possibly with the Night Stalker here, as well as Dendi. The smoke's going to be broken. They don't really have enough to get a kill here. Dendi sent back to base just in case. So let's talk about Lockdown. They've got Impale, they've got Chaos Bolt, and Cold Feet if it procs, but that's about it. And for the side of NaVi, they've got Nightmare to work with, Fiend's Grip, Void, a little short knock there, and an Ensnare creep if Chen gets it. But not a lot of lockdown, not a substantial amount of lockdown for either side. So ILTW coming over to this safe lane. So we'll be ILTW in the safe lane once again. Illidan over mid with this CK against Dendi, which is a good combination, as they've got the Reality Rift as well as probably the Chilling Touch to come out through. That means Bane's going to be sitting here with the Enfeeble. Make sure that Illidan can't get this early first blood, and make sure his damage isn't as substantial. And FNG already forced back by the heavy damage of LeBron Dodo. Let's take a look at the matchups in the other lanes. As Venomancer here against Roger and Crystallize. And Roger just hitting away level 1, making sure that DK Phobos can't really interrupt the farm of Crystallize. Gotta be very careful. And the first skill was in Holy Persuasion. So he will be able to pick up that Centaur creep. DK Phobos has to be very careful. A stun comes through. All of a sudden the Mystic Snake, the damage from Roger and Crystallize. Gotta be careful as this Venomancer, and they continue to push him out of lane, open it up for Crystallize, already level 2. Again, for the mid lane, you're gonna keep LeBron Dota here to try and win it for Dendi. Continue to put that Enfeeble on Illidan, make this lane as hard as possible, but then Enfeeble not seemingly bothering him, and there's Reality Rift with the Cold Feet. Dendi hit up twice by Illidan, but not enough damage, and they don't end up going to the Chilling Touch. So they try to proc the Cold Feet with the Reality Rift, but not gonna find enough. Dendi forced to back off, as he only has one shared tango. In the bottom lane, you've got off-lane General, as well as safe lane Weaver for right now. And Bivver was down there, but he's looking to go over mid with the Cold Feet, as well as the Impale. They might be able to get a kill on Dendi, especially with how low he's sitting. So General early level 3, 2 in the Void, 1 in the Hunter in the Night. We'll see if he gets aggressive in the early ends of this game. Bivver grabs an Invis Rune early, so this is going to be nice, and probably first blood for Team Spirit if they land the stun, the Cold Feet, the Reality Rift. I wouldn't be surprised to see it work out for them. But they do have Brain Sap, not Nightmare, so the chase could be on from Team Spirit if Dendi gets up a little bit too close. And I think he knows this, with Bivver leaving the lane over bottom. Not wanting to move up too far just yet. And Bivver now with the Invis working on this stun. Hits on both LeBron as well as Dendi. He's going to be hit by the Chaos Bolt. There is the Cold Feet. First blood for Team Spirit. And looking for more. LeBron under this tower. The Enfeeble out on Illidan, but not enough. Dendi now forced to come back. And this is a perfect first blood for Team Spirit. Easily done under the tier 1 tower. Have the creeps there, have the creep wave pushing in. And it's first blood. Not very early, but a bit early for the side of Team Spirit. Waiting for this first night will be General. We'll see if he roams around with how high he is. He doesn't have a lot of mana to work with right now, but he is level 4, so could go 2-1-1. Possibly getting a couple of kills here for the side of NaVi. And they've sent Dendi into the jungle, knowing that this mid lane is going to be quite a struggle. Without the souls, he really can't keep up to the Illidan CK. Keeping up in terms of CS with Crystallize over in the safe lane, and so is ILTW, as there's not really much that General could do either. Bivver, FNG, they're going to look for Dendi over in the jungle. They've seen that he's taken this camp. Nobody over bottom as General's back in base, and now Dendi over here looking for the double stack and lands it. So making these stacks for himself, working to get this early farm back, as that was first blood going off on him. You need these souls on Shadow Fiend. You need this early farm. You would like Shadow Fiend to have a very good early game. General bottom Cold Feet comes through. Bivver, no Impale for right now, but it's not going to matter as he already landed it earlier in the fight with the Cold Feet landing. Chilling Touch on all 3 of these heroes. Another kill for Team Spirit. ILTW with the salve back to full health. And he's getting close to that early level 6 and having a very good lane over down bottom. It's under 1,000 net worth lead for right now. Medusa Crystallize picking up these phase boots. Things going very well for the side of Team Spirit. They do lose game 1. They're up 1,000 net worth early in this, just 5 minutes in. Let's see how well Dendy does now with 19 souls in level 4. They've got to worry about Biver just constantly roaming around the map. Now they find FNG with the help of Roger down on the low ground. 3 raises, 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of here. And down goes FNG. The first kill there for Dendy. And he lands it very easily with those raises, thanks to the help of Roger. They're trying to come over, find the offlaner of the Venomancer, but DK Phobos over in the jungle. Didn't need to shrine up, but 2 heroes coming over in Biver and FNG. So let's see, LeBron in a little bit of trouble. There is the ward to slow him up. The cold feet, the stun, the third kill here for Team Spirit. They make it look very easy. LeBron Dota drops again 3-1 in favor of Team Spirit. And again, Dendy in a lot of trouble once more. The Impale hits here from Biver. They're just roaming around. They don't really care. They've got these solo laners of Venomancer who should be fine. He's come over into the jungle. Weaver up against General really has no fear. Now level 6 with the time lapse. And CK, he's just getting help from these 2 roamers. So they're able to roam around the map, disrupt the farm of the side of NaVi. And they're doing a very good job of doing so. Dendy forced back again to his base. Forced to heal up. He is level 5, hasn't died since that one time over mid. But this has now opened up the lane for CK. And we've seen what Illidan can do with a nice chunk of farm. They actually look over at FNG. Phantasm going to be used by Illidan on the back lines. They've got Biver with the haste. I don't know if this is the fight that NaVi are looking for. Reality Rift to the low ground. There's the Chaos Bolt. 4th kill for Team Spirit. And it's a gank gone wrong once again. This is turning into a slaughterfest for the side of Team Spirit. Looking to even up this series at 1 apiece. Push it to a game 3. All the while, Crystallize just continuing to farm over top. Look for that early Mask of Madness. Has those phase boots, but does not sit top on the CS chart. That is held right now by Illidan. FNG and Biver, they just do not stop. They're going to look for Dendy again. They actually find their eyes on General with ILTW coming over, frozen over. There's the 5th kill for the side of Team Spirit. There's just nowhere for NaVi to go. It seems they're always walking into this support duo combination of Team Spirit, and everything is getting disrupted for them. Luckily enough for them, they do have these stacks coming, thanks to the 5-position LeBron Dota, as well as Dendy making the stacks earlier. That's going to help with the Mask of Madness on Crystallize to take this farm, boost up his net worth, and then work on bringing this game back, which is really where I think NaVi stand at this point. Because of how far they are behind right now, with how little they're getting from the map right now, just seems as though it heavily relies on Crystallize to find that early Mask of Madness, take that stack of the Ancients, and work from there. You've got 3 heroes smoked up, with Crystallize coming out over mid. No Phantasm to work with for 30 seconds for Illidan, and here they go. They've got the Ensnare, the TP over from ILTW, the raise is hit from Dendy. They're looking for this kill, they still can't find it. Brain Sap's out, the Mystic Snake thrown forward, the Darkness out from General is over bottom. He's getting chased down by ILTW and Biver. They don't end up getting the kill on Illidan. General able to walk away, and both these teams' ganks don't end up being successful. Illidan, they didn't want to go under this tier 1, knowing that ILTW was thinking about coming over. Doesn't end up going through with the TP. Stays over bottom to go after General. Neither of the teams get their kills. And Illidan surviving as well as General. That's really important for Illidan to continue to stay healthy. Longer he doesn't go down, he'll stick towards the top of this net worth. Ooh. Sleep out on Biver, or actually on Venomancer, DK Phobos. We've got FNG coming out. Dendy over top. He's very low in terms of levels and really what he has. LeBron Dota trying to TP. The stun from the high ground lands from Biver. There's the kill. Well played from Team Spirit, now making it 6-1. $1,000 net worth lead here still for the side of Team Spirit, now at 2,000. DK Phobos, he's right behind this Weaver. General doesn't have a lot of farm, and you take a look at where Dendy is. He is below his off-lane Night Stalker, unable to find anything. They actually go after Crystallized, Phantasm, Reality Rift, as well as the Chaos Bolt. Easy kill under this Tier 1 tower with everybody coming in, as well as ILTW. NaVi now down 7-1. NaVi unable to make anything happen, and they've got nowhere to farm. These supports are just closing up the map. DK Phobos has found his farm. He started off a little bit slow early, but this is a team that, Team Spirit, they're looking to make it Game 3 coming up next, and they're securing it very early. Illidan with the early amount of farm. We saw what Illidan could do yesterday with this CK, and it seems like he's just doing it again, especially with the help of Team Spirit. Crystallized comes in, 4-second Chaos Bolt. There's the Cold Feet, as well as the Chilling Touch. He'll freeze over in so much trouble. Crystallized now forced to run away, and thankfully for him, a lot of charges on that wand. They might be able to turn for NaVi. If they could get the kill on Illidan, that would be nice. They'll find nothing. Dendy comes over. Meanwhile, ILTW is quite low, with General TPing back to base.
What's this? Dire fortified their structures? Dire's top tower is about to...
So, Dendy now here, just Boots and Aquila, saving up 1,200 gold, and you see he's only just a touch above General. Oh my god, over again mid. Crystallized in a lot of trouble low once more. They were hoping for that quick Mask of Madness going in to take those stacks, but he hasn't been able to farm. He's been pushed down to low again, forced to use that Shrine. Crystallize. See if he even makes it to the Mask of Madness, then the Dragonlance, and looking to grab that Ags. NaVi got to find their time, but they're down 4,000 net worth, and Team Spirit just overwhelming the side of NaVi all over this map. Illidan, for right now, as that armlet. Farming very well top of the net worth, followed up by DK Phobos, who had a bit of a slow start. He's going Veil into the Hurricane Pike. Hasn't been bothered really at all, and he's level 10. And then you follow that up, Crystallize, who's got Phase Boots, and I think just finished off that Mask of Madness coming his way. So 4,000 net worth, nothing too hard, nothing too crazy to overcome for the side of NaVi if they do find enough time. But the thing that you really worry about is where Dendy's at. He's now gone to the drums. He's very far behind ILTW and very far behind the other mid of CK in terms of net worth. Team Spirit continuing to just swarm over the dire side of this map and not opening up enough space for the side of NaVi to farm their way back. You've got the Diffusal Blade finished off by ILTW. This stack's still up for the Medusa, which is going to be very important for NaVi to take if they want to shot back into this game. Ice Blast over bottom. General here. Hits on 2. They'll still take this Tier 2 tower, which is a good trade for NaVi right now. Team Spirit, they got to keep the pressure on. Got to keep the pace of the game in their favor for them to take this game over NaVi, and that's exactly what they're doing with DK Phobos. Now ILTW pushing over top. They've now taken 2 Tier 2s in the top and mid lane. And we'll find Dendy again over in the jungle. They try to come over with General. I don't know if this is the right move again. Let's see if they can find FNG. There's the Void. Chasing him down is General, but Illidan's here. Cold Feet, 4 seconds again on that Chaos Bolt. Hand of Gods use the Nightmare to try and keep him alive, but there's the Ice Blast hitting onto LeBron Dota. They'll take out the Ancient Apparition, but they'll lose one in this LeBron Dota Bane. And in past this Tier 2 goes ILTW, getting another kill. 10 kills for the side of Team Spirit, now 10-2. Just overwhelming. They get the kill on Dendi over in the jungle. The rotation comes out from General. Still there is Illidan, and he's top of the net worth by quite a sum of money. He's able to clean up this Night Stalker very easily, and now they find Crystallize again. There's the Reality Rift. 3 seconds on the Chaos Bolt. ILTW gets the kill. Dendi trying to run away past where this Tier 2 once stood onto the high ground, but it's not going to save his life, and it's a double kill for ILTW, and now 12-2 with a 7,000 net worth lead for Team Spirit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
DK Phobos not being bothered at all. He's got this Veil, looking for the Hurricane Pike next. Illidan saving up 2,300 gold. We'll see if he goes straight to that heart like he did do yesterday. And you see ILTW with his Lincolns coming in soon. And then the Mantis out. Fiend's Grip on ILTW. They'll get the kill. Clean him up pretty quickly. LeBron, Dota General, as well as Roger, but right as quickly as they get that one kill, Roger gets taken out. Ice Blast. General goes down. 2 more for the side of Team Spirit. You think you grab something beneficial for you in taking out that Weaver, but Team Spirit are there to back him up and get another 2 kills for him. Continue to corral out this Navi side. Reality Rift. There's the Impale. Cold Feet again. GG. Called by Navi just 16 minutes in. They've had enough. They tap out. A very easy game for the side of Team Spirit, and they'll take Game 2, extend it into a Game 3 series. Wow. That's all I have to say about that. That was just straight domination the whole time. I mean, look at this. 5-0 for Illidan, 2-0 for Biver. DK Phobos, I don't think he did anything but farm that game, which is fine. They had a backup plan starring Jennifer Lopez if they needed to go to it. ILTW, 5-1-4. I mean, they only died 3 times total, and 2 of those were FNG. That's perfect. Dendi 1-3, had a terrible time over mid. Crystallize 0-3 on a Medusa. Just very, 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 very poor showing from Navi in that game, too. Team Spirit extended to a Game 3, and that's what we'll be coming into next. As I'm your caster BCop at BCop92 on Twitter, as well as at BCop Casting on Twitch. Follow me in all places to know when I'm casting, and we will be back next with Game 3 between Team Spirit and Navi in just a moment. So stay right there. Don't move. Couple of minutes of downtime, and then we'll be right back into Game 3. Hope you guys are enjoying my casting. Thank you guys all for coming to watch. I really do appreciate it. Even if you're muting me and you don't get to hear this, but I'm very grateful for the views. Very grateful to get my name out there, and you guys are great. Love you guys. See you in a bit.